Hi, Dagobert from Dagobert's Tackle World here on the Gold Coast for this weekend, the 10th and 11th of July 2021. Jeez, it goes quick. Okay, we're going to talk about the estuary fishing from sort of jumping pin down to Tweed Heads pretty well, covering most areas. So this week gone, we've had bad weather, really bad weather, but as you all know, the flatties are really starting to bite at the moment, so I'll be really concentrating on the flathead anywhere between, at the moment, they've been really good between Jacobs Well up to about sort of Rocky Point, up the back blocks of the jumping pin area. Also, the back areas of Tiger Mullet Channel's been really good, and further up towards Russell Island. So at the moment, the guys have been doing lots of trolling, and trolling's been really good. There is a lot of weed around. The snotweed's already turned up like amazingly early, but that's a good thing. It's not here from the Flathead Classics on, hopefully. But but anyhow. Trolling little things like this little fella here is one of the new ProTech lures from Berkeley. That little thing there gets down about 2.5 metres. Really great colour too, by the way, for flatties. One of my favourites is the flow shad, which is that fellow there. The flow shads are like just very, very good. These are like the original shads that everyone's copied, the Japanese made, and fantastic little lure. Great down to about 2 metres deep, or shallower. And just trolling along, keep your rod tips down low, and every now and then just tweaking it forward and dropping it back. Generally drop it back, they jump on. And just all the way along the edge of the banks and across the top of the flats as the water starts to come up. Okay? And then also as the water starts to come up, you can then switch to casting. It's not too windy or in an area it's protected from the wind. I like casting things like stick baits. This is around about 110 mil, I think, roughly speaking. Let's check for you, maybe 115. And yeah, that little fella there, really, really good lure. It's that sort of walk the dog style, and definitely works well on an array of fish, but mainly flathead. It's like a little whiting, so you're up on the bank, and the water's only half a metre deep. You're casting right up across the weed beds, and just sort of twitching it, twitch, and a little bit of a rake every now and then. And wear Polaroid glasses, you'll see those flathead come out. It's a big shadow, comes straight at it, and a lot of time you won't even see that. It'll just be an absolute, like a flathead jumping. So flathead can jump, okay? They jump and they crash it, and it's very visual and very exciting, and they're generally good fish as well. I think probably the smallest fish I've ever caught on a stick surface lure, the flathead is maybe only around about probably 45 centimetres. They're generally much bigger, up to obviously a huge size. So that's the flatties. The other thing that's happening, a few flatties also on the run out. If you're going to cast soft plastics, try around Tippler's Channel and Pandanus and that sort of area on the drop-offs, and in little holes there at low tide, you can find a bit of a hole you can sort of work with soft plastics. As the water gets less run and shallower, slow your aggression down on your risers to really, really slow just a little twitch. Okay, and as the water gets less run in it. And use less weight, of course, 1/6, go from 3/8 to 1/6 or whatever. The other thing to do down the jump in is chase tailor. There are a few tailor, there'll be a few around the northeastern corner of Crusoe Island. There's plenty of bream there too, by the way. And definitely maybe before that swell picks up during the weekend. There's a big swell coming sort of later, I think, on Sunday. But maybe tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, if it's got a bit of west in the wind, try off the point of South Estuary at the top northern end of it and around the corner of it, and try casting like stick baits like this type of thing here. Really, really good. So cast those out into the surf. These are an abalone filled lure. They're about 50 grams. They cast a mile and they just kick butt. They're expensive, but they're really good. Okay, but we've got obviously cheaper versions too. But you need a bit of weight to cast it out, especially a bit of wind blowing. So you chase tail, I'll be chasing tail there. Also over at Kurrajee, opposite Kurrajee camping grounds, walk across the beach there, really good fishing there. And maybe along the beaches further down south along the Spit, try opposite SeaWorld, try where the sandbags are there, casting out to them from Narranack, and further down towards probably Mermaid Beach is a really good spot as well. Behind the pine trees or behind you, and there's a surf club there. And further south, definitely down around Cabrita and south of Tweed. Burley Rocks is a great spot, but with that big swell coming, just be really careful, please. I probably wouldn't go there if the swell's up. But yeah, give the tailor a go. Other things happening around the broadwater is the squid have been really on pretty good again. They're getting really good size now. Their sort of bodies are getting quite big. They are very fast growing. The same little ones we were catching a couple of months ago now, like that. They grow faster than prawns, I think. But anyhow, they're exceptionally fast growing and great to catch, great to eat. The whole western foreshore, from sort of nearly from say Estuary Island Bridge all the way down to the Gold Coast Bridge at Sundale on that western side, anywhere we've got water around about 8 to 15 feet deep, or sort of 2.5 metres, to about probably 4 metres, is the honey hole area where they seem to live. And then they're on the main channel side, which is the eastern side of the broadwater. You want to be where this it sort of goes from 2.5, 3 metres and drops down to about 6 along that edge of the channel. Just drift along that edge casting, and make sure you're working your squid jig definitely down on the bottom. Okay. And just slow. Don't ever just drag it mid water. You want to be on the bottom pretty well. They're right on the bottom feeding, and just sort of really slow lift up, or lift a big rise and drop it back down, and make sure you pause and nearly drag along the bottom every now and then. That's when you seem to get their attention. And definitely check your back of your hooks in this area here for any weed that may be on there. You don't want anything on there so it's crystal clear every time you cast it, okay? Yeah, and other than that, a few whiting around, starting to get up the river a little bit towards the council chambers, Budds Beach, and around the broadwater, just around the sandbanks, not too bad. Plenty of bream and seaway. Big happening this week, there's been a couple of big snapper caught in seaway this week, around that sort of 4 kilo size and 70 to 80 centimetre nearly. They're good fish, and I would dare say this big swell coming the weekend is going to be like snapper time in the seaway for the next maybe, I don't know, till the closure, which is on Thursday at 1 a.m. Oh no, 12:01 a.m. Sorry, 12:01 a.m. Thursday morning is we are not allowed to take any snappers, even in the broadwater. Hey, they're on, but you can't target them and you can't keep them, of course, for a month. So please remember that. So you've got 5 days until Wednesday evening to go and catch yourself a snapper in the broadwater, maybe. A few jewies in the broadwater, and plenty of bream and stuff like that. And maybe worth a go up the river a little bit further, or up towards Estuary Island, on the east side of Estuary Island and the east side of Crab Island for trevally. So look for the bait, any bait that's in the river or down that area. A lot of bait this time of the year in the broadwater. And in amongst that bait will be trevally, tailor, and even doggy mackerel. And I see the guys off Brad Smith's Charters Clip, they got a little Spanish the other day. It's 57 centimetres. Great fun to catch on light gear. Unfortunately, it's not legal, so you got to throw it back in the water. It'll be 75 centimetres to be legal size, but great fun to catch. So remember that the Spanish is the one with the stripes on it, and the doggy is the one with a few spots on it. Not as many as the spotted mackerel, just a few bigger blotches on it, okay? They're the ones you can keep. Got to be 50 centimetres, I think it is. Just check on that. Anyway, good luck out there over the weekend in the broadwater, and we'll catch you next week. Dagbert from Dagbert's Tackle. Oh, just one last thing, sorry folks. If you would like to follow us on our YouTube, Dagbert's Fishing channel, and we've got plenty of information on there for you. Please don't forget to click subscribe and like, and share to your mates, and boost it around so we can put more gear on there and more information for you all to enjoy. Thank you very much, Dagbert's Tackle. Bye.